I'm really excited about the upperclassmen, the guys that we've had for 3, 4 years that we've been teaching to play the game the way that we want to play it. The little things that you coach in and you coach in and you coach in and see if they really stick. We're lucky enough to have, I think, 7 or 8 guys that have been around the program for a while. And you get to focus on some of the fun aspects of coaching, teaching the game and the big thing, and not have to worry about the little things that you would for just a young team. I'm more excited to see, again, what the upperclassmen can do. When you have a freshman or a new guy come in and explode and do great things, it's kind of always a bonus for you. I feel like the core of the team is the upperclassmen, the guys that have put their time in. And those are the guys, the Kevin Francis of the groups, the Rokas, the Hessenbergers, the Dukovic, those guys that have really put their time in that you've gotten to know and you've developed relationships with. Well, the return of our captain, Jeffrey Hessenberger, who's struggled with injuries. He's finally back on the field and trying to find his true form. Stephen Roca, who's another captain, who's led our back line for a long time, are going to be key players no matter where we find them. But to be honest, there isn't a single upperclassman that I'm not excited to see. They all seem to be playing well. They all seem to be getting along with everybody, so there's some chemistry, there's playing well. So it's an exciting time for us and our upperclassmen to see what we can put out on the field. In years past, we've kind of focused on the Peach Belt and the grind that we're going to be in, and that's hurt us. So we're kind of taking the route this year that we're going to just focus on Lincoln Memorial. Lincoln Memorial's tomorrow. It's our opener, and then we'll deal with them, and then after that, we'll deal with the next team and the next team and the next team. You kind of lose sight of what you have to do now if you're focused on what you have to do 3 weeks from now. We have a lot of guys that are here for Montevallo for a reason, for the education, for the soccer, for the family, for what Montevallo really allows players to do. And when you're a college player, 4 years goes by really, really fast. And I'd like them to focus in on what they have on a day-to-day basis. Enjoy the practices. Enjoy the preparation. If you focus on that little piece of what you need to do today, you're going to be successful, whether that's in the business world, on the soccer field, in the classroom. If you don't lose sight of what you really need to be doing, you're going to be successful. And we want to be successful this year, so we're just going to focus on the first practice we have, and then the practice we have coming up today, and then the first game we have coming up, and so on and so forth, so that we can really be successful this year.
So the 2016 season's upon us. What is your outlook heading into tomorrow's game to kick off the season?
We're excited. We've had about 3 weeks to train, and it's been an intense 3 weeks. We've started school now, so we're into a little rhythm. But we've got a fresh group that's joined a very talented core of returners, and that whole group as a whole is certainly committed to moving the program forward. We've seen some good things in preseason. We've seen some bad things in preseason. So for us, we're just looking to make sure that each day is a day that we get better. We step on the field and certainly leave it after each session, knowing that we've improved as a team, and the principles of how we want to play and how we want to defend are certainly in place, and now we're just kind of working on details. So it's been a fun few weeks, and certainly a few weeks that have gotten us excited about playing and moving forward.
You mentioned some of your core returners coming back. Who has you excited this year to kind of give you some veteran leadership on this team?
Well, we'll start with leadership right at Taylor Gonzalez, Michaela Longenecker, and Taylor Kooks. Those three have done a fantastic job from, helping plan parts of preseason to coming in fit. A kid like Taylor Gonzalez spent all summer playing and looks sharp. Michaela looks sharp. And we expect those three to really lead this young group as we go forward in the season. I think they've all bought into the role that they're going to play, and we expect them from beginning to end to hold everybody accountable, hold themselves accountable, and they've been a fantastic group to kind of lead this new freshman incoming class so far.
You did bring in a good crop of freshmen and a couple transfer students. Who out of this young class has you excited that you're looking forward to that you think can play a big key role for you guys this season?
Well, as cliche as it sounds, the whole group's exciting to us. For the most part, they all came in fit. Some with a few nicks and knacks and injuries, but we feel like there's some talented groups, from some kids that can play up top, kids that play out wide, and kids in the back that can help us defend and certainly try to keep clean sheets. But it's an exciting group, and they've gelled well, and they're from all over the country, a few outside the country. But we've got a freshman goalkeeper, a couple kids that we feel like can help us create some dynamic things up top, and then certainly through the midfield, just kids that can help us retain the ball and make sure that our possession is a little bit better than the way we gave it away a little bit cheaply last year. So we're excited about this whole group. I don't know that it'd be fair to pick out one person right now. I think this group has got a lot of talent, a lot of potential in it.
Shortly after the season starts, we get into conference play. Last season in the Peach Belt, what are your thoughts on heading into conference play, and do you have any goals that you wouldn't mind sharing as conference play gets underway?
Thank God we're leaving the Peach Belt. No, we're excited about this challenge. The Peach Belt, every single game is a challenge from Columbus State to throughout the conference. So we couldn't be more excited about the opportunity to play some of the best teams in the country. I think there's a total of 3 right now that are at least ranked or receiving votes, and we kind of expect that number to climb. So we kind of get to leave a lasting impression. We've had we're trying to change the mentality. We've had a little bit of a losing streak here, so to speak. So we'd like to find a way to create a winning mentality, and if nothing else, we want to find a way to challenge each opponent. Make sure that we leave an impression that says, wow, okay, this team's one that's getting better. And hopefully we get to see them in non-conference play over the next couple of years when we join the Gulf South. But, if you can't get excited about playing Columbus State and Armstrong and North Georgia and Clayton State and Flagler and some of those schools who are some of the best in the country, then, who do you get excited about? We want to play the best. That's the level that we're striving to get to and that these young kids are striving to get to. So we look forward to those matches and learning from them and growing from them, and who knows, maybe we get a result here or there.
Now you mentioned I just had this question in my mind, I forgot it.
I'll be here all day.
Till 5. Come November, when we're standing here, what would you consider a successful season for you guys this year? Mentioning how you're up and coming, you're on the rise. What do you view as a successful season?
You know, I think just we need potential growth as individuals. We need growth as a team. We're certainly trying to lay a foundation for how this program's going to operate over the next couple of years, particularly as we grow into the Gulf South. You know, I think for us, we just want to make sure that, you know, first and foremost, we're healthy. Secondly, that we've improved as a team from Thursday, September 1st to hopefully in a conference tournament time in November. And from there, you know, I think if we can sit back and say, okay, you know what, we limited our mistakes, we paid attention to details, and we found a way to give ourselves an opportunity to get a result every game. I think we're excited about the way the season went. And if we can do that, you know, I think winning might become a byproduct of doing a lot of those things. So, you know, can I give you a number that of wins? I can't. I don't know. You know, obviously we finished stuck on 2 last year, so anything over that is better. But I'd like to think that we might surprise a few people, that we're going to play a much better, more attractive brand of soccer, and people are going to enjoy watching us play. And after all that, I mean, who knows where we're sitting in October? We would like to see that tournament on the way out of here, absolutely. But we'd like to find some results against future Gulf South opponents in non-conference play, absolutely. But, you know, I think we're so young, things are so unpredictable. Who knows where this journey is going to take us this fall? So, you know, I think that ride over the next eight weeks or so is going to be a lot of fun for us.